My God is so great, so strong and so mighty. There's nothing my God cannot do for you. The mountains are His, the rivers are His, the stars are His handiwork too. My God is so great, so strong and so mighty, there's nothing my God cannot do for you.
Something that you give it away.
He'll come right back
To you, it's just like a magic that he hold it tight and you won't
won't get any. Lead it, spend it, give it away. It'll come right back to you. Jesus is my captain, I shall not be moved. Jesus is my captain, I shall not be moved. Just like a tree that's planted by a water, I shall not be moved. I shall not be moved. I shall not be moved, just like a tree that's planted by a water. I shall not be moved. Joy is the flag that will fly in the castle of my heart, in the castle of my heart, in the castle of my heart. Joy is the flag that will fly in the castle of my heart, can it live to the resurrected day? Flag in the sky, let the whole world know, let the whole world know, let the whole world know. Let it fly in the sky, let the whole world know, when the King is a resident there.
How was the ark brought in the second attempt? A. In a new cart pulled by 12 oxen. B. On the chariot pulled by horses. C. The Levites bore it on the shoulders. D. The mighty men of David carried it. And E. The family of Obed-Edom the Shilite carried it. Okay, the answer is the Levites bore it on their shoulders. You found that on 1 Chronicles 15:14-15. In chapter 17, King James called for Prophet Nathan for important conversation. What concerns bothers David? A. He dwelled in a house of cedar while the Ark of the Covenant remained under curtains. B. That he might not be able to finish the task of building the temple. C. That he was a man of war rather than a builder. D. The invading Philistines. E. Absalom revolted his reign. The answer is letter A. That he is living on a cedar house while the Ark of the Covenant is under a tent. On 1 Chronicles 17:1. Number 3. Why did David wanted to show kindness to Hanan? A. Because his father showed kindness to David. B. Because he was descendants of Saul. C. because he could supply cedar trees for the building of the temple. D. Because he had skills necessary to build the temple. E. Because he was the son of Abner, commander of his army. The answer again is letter A, because he showed kindness to David. Whose king's crown was placed on David's head, whom Joab defeated? A. The king of Babylon. B. The king of Egypt. C. The king of the Philistines. D. King of Rabbah. E. King of Syria. The answer is D. The king of Rabbah. How many died as a result of David's sin in taking census of numbering Israel? A. 1,000. B. 12,000. C. 32,000. D. 70,000. E. 144,000. The answer is D. 70,000. What did David do before his death? A. David prepared the various materials needed to build the temple. B. He charged Solomon to build the house of the Lord for the God of Israel. C. He commanded the leaders of Israel to help Solomon build the sanctuary. D. All of the above. And E, B, and C. The answer is all of the above. What was the service of the sons of Asaph, Heman, and Jeduthun? A. Tend the camels. B. Plant olive trees. C. Feed the flocks. D. Train the horses. E. Prophesy with harps and psalteries and with cymbals. Asaph, Heman, and Jeduthun are musicians. So the answer is letter E. At what interval of time did a new group of 24,000 come to serve the king? A. Daily. B. Weekly. C. Monthly. D. Semi-annually. E. Annually. continually. Who was David's counselor? A. Ahithophel. B. Amasibbeth. C. Jairus. D. Nathan. E. Sabdi. David's counselor is Ahithophel. Letter A.
Okay, First Chronicles 27. What was given to Solomon so he would know how to build the house of God? Architects, B. Engineers, C. An army of builders, D. Patterns or plans, E. Laborers. What was given to Solomon so he could build the house of God or the temple? Okay, he was given a plan. First Chronicles 28. Then David gave his son Solomon the plans for the vestibules, the houses, and everything. What are we to do to the Lord? A. Give thanks and call on his name. B. Sing to him, glory in his holy name. C. Talk to his wondrous words. D. Seek the Lord. E. All of the above. What are we to do to the Lord? It's all of the above. Okay, we have to give thanks, we have to give glory, and talk about his wondrous works. First Chronicles 16, chapter 16, verses 8 to 11. And in verse 11 says, Seek the Lord in his strength, seek his face evermore. Number 12. Who did God send to deliver the Messiah, the message of who will build the house of God? Who did God send to deliver the message of who will build the house of God? A. Abiathar. B. Azariah. C. Melchizedek. D. Nathan. E. Zadok. Okay. Which of these priests was given the task to deliver the message? Okay. Nathan is the prophet during David's time. So it was Nathan. In verse 15, according to all these words and according to these visions, so Nathan spoke to David. Where or who did the Lord give victory? The Edomites, the Moabites, the Philistines, the Syrians, or all of the above? It's where or who, because Moab or Moabites, or Edom or Edomites, okay, whom the Lord gave David victory. Meaning to say, David defeated this group of people. It's all of the above. Who killed Lami, the brother of Goliath? Oh. Is it David? B. Ethanan? C. Jonathan? D. Hanan? E. Shemaiah? Yeah, I don't even know that Goliath has a brother. It's only in this verse that I learned that Goliath has a brother. Okay, the answer is letter B. Okay, Elhanan. Okay, and second verse 20, chapters 20, verse 5. Again, there was a war in the Philistines, and Elhanan, the son of Jair, killed Elam. Okay, number 15. What did David pray regarding Solomon? A loyal heart. B, to keep your commandments. C, to keep the testimony and statutes. C, to build the palace. And E, all of the above. What did David pray regarding Solomon? The answer is all of the above. Above is right. When in doubt, all of the above. Verses 19, a loyal heart, keep your commandments, and your testimonies and statutes to do all these things. Number 16, how long David reigned as king? 7 years, 30 years, C, 33, D, 40, D, none of the above. There are two places where David reigned. But how many there and how many here? The answer is letter D, 40. 7 is correct, but that's not a total. That's in other place in Hebron. What David did not prepare for the house of God? Did not prepare for the house of God. A, brass. C, iron. C, gold. D, silver. E, none of the above. What David did not prepare. Yung hindi niya prepare, did he prepare gold, iron, silver, brass? None of the above. He prepared everything. Even woods and timbers. David prepared everything, so Solomon will not have a hard time building. Actually, David is ready to prepare it, to build it, but the Lord did not allow him to do it. Who would help Solomon in the building of the house of God? Who would help? A, the priests and Levites, the princes and all the people. C, willing, skillful men. D, all of the above. Or E, none of the above. Who would help Solomon in building the house of God, the temple? It's all of the above. Okay? Okay, very good. Very good. Who was not to take care of the treasures of the house of God? A, Ahijah. B, Jahali. C, Sethan, the brother of Joel. D, all of the above. And E, yeah. Who was not to take care over the treasures of the household? Okay. Okay. It's all of the above. Who were in charge of the music in the service of the house of God as directed by King David? A, Asaph. B, Henan. C, Jeduthun. E, all of the above. E, A and B. The answer is all of the above. All of them. Number 21. We have 27 questions. 21. What did David not do in every Israelite after he had finished offering the burnt and peace offering for the Lord? A. He blessed the people in the name of the Lord. He distributed to everyone, the Israelites, a loaf of bread. He distributed everyone cakes of raisins. And E. He sent everyone to their homes. What did David not do? Whose servants made peace with David when they were defeated by David's army? A. Hadadezer. B. Shaphat. Hanun. And E. Soba. A servant that made peace with David when they were defeated. Hadadezer. And 1 Corinthians 19:16. And when the servants of Hadadezer saw that they were defeated by Israelites, they made peace with David and became his servant. 23. The Israel people offered blank to the treasury of the Lord of the house David dreamed to build. A. Abundantly, faintly, just regularly, sparingly, or willingly. According to the verse, the Israelites offered blank to the treasury of the Lord. They gave willingly. The next question will be based from the quarterly. They offered willingly. Okay? Okay, from the quarterly. What are some of the reasons we give an offering? Reasons why we give offering. A. An act of gratitude. An offering of sin. C. For the maintenance of the temple. D. To help the poor. E. All of the above. Why do we give offerings? All of the above. Okay? So a short reading is so small, I don't know if you could read them, but that's the lesson reference. Next. Giving an offering to God is a voluntary act, but not giving an offering is considered as a theft. True or false? The answer is true. The answer is true. Okay. Oh, next. What should be our motivation when giving our offering? A. Expressing our partial submission to God by rejecting the love of money, revealing our love to God in our neighbors, thank Jesus for his sacrifice and his blessings. E. All of the above. What is our motivation why we give an offering? It's right here. Kung mabasa nyo yan, i-capture nyo yung screen. That is the answer. As long as you know, that's the main thing. You don't have to worry about your scores. Okay, last question. How much each of you must bring a gift? In proportion to the way the Lord bless you? In proportion after you pay your bills? Have a fixed amount of offering. You should bring a gift that every can see. All of the above. Last question. The answer is letter A. In proportion the way the Lord had blessed you. So that's the end of our quiz today. Thank you. Congratulations. Okay, so thank you. Our next lesson will be 2 Chronicles chapters 1 to 10. 2 Chronicles. We're done with 1 Chronicles.